imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chest to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm one of them. It's dark, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now, no reason to doubt. It's clear to see, all eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Washington Redskins. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway here in Los Angeles.
Here we go. Hey, lift.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 66 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go play action here on first down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Hey, let's roll.
On second down, Peterson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Hey. Right.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. From the red zone now, Smith. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed from 3 yards out. And the Redskins are an extra. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Breaks through the contact. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big run there by Gurley. 59 yards for him on the ground. On first and goal, Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first and 10, Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abukum coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doxson, 63 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nickel Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation, when I saw it live, thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it can be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Orange. Let's go. 15. Hey, on.
From the gun, here's Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. Smith now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Smith now to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd down is gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks, 76 yards, and the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On first down, Smith. Airing one out for Crowder. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Going up top for Kupp. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Monte Nicholson picks it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. To throw is Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Smith on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece, and instead of splitting the trophy, they wrestle for it right there in the 50-yard line post-game, because you know sibling rivalries, one always wants the upper hand.
Okay, that's bold. I'll go Rams on a Greg Zuerlein 44-yarder from the right hash as time expires.
44,
MVP Todd Gurley, 2 touchdowns, 1 catching, 1 rushing.
I like it. You don't like the McCourty thing, though.
No, I do like that. If that happens, you're Nostradamus.
There you go.
They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Yellow. Look this. Orange.
From the gun on third down, Smith buying time to his left. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Double. Right.
Play action. It's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Third and long, it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's Goff now on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And just like that, it's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Looking at this situation, if they get a field goal out of this, it helps. But a touchdown would really help into going to secure the victory.
You know what I'm thinking right here? In the West Coast offense, in their parlance, every time they throw the football, they say you're either throwing it for a touchdown or a check down. In this case, it's either taking time off the clock or getting that touchdown that really puts you in firm control, I think they'll go either way on this one.
Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Back to throw, Smith. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Vernon Davis, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now it's gone. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To throw is gone. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 2nd and 10, Smith escaping the pressure right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Straight for feet. Set! Fire, DD! Switch.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Smith going to throw it. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Richardson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
But they picked up a little.
I live with birds, man. Sounds like I see it in that. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad.